And right now, more than 100 people are missing in Kentucky and nearly 70 are dead after a tornado outbreak across 8 states. The storms destroyed thousands of structures and flattened entire communities.
Today, President Joe Biden promising help to those affected by the devastating storm.
With each passing day, the human impact of this devastation is the depth of the losses are becoming more and more apparent.
The president says that he will travel to Kentucky Wednesday and survey damage there.
It just looks terrible. His administration has already established federal disaster centers in some of the hardest hit areas, and he says he'll be there as long as it takes to get these areas up and running again. In Kentucky alone, more than 1,000 homes were destroyed when at least 4 tornadoes hit the state this weekend, one of them staying on the ground for at least 200 miles. It was the deadliest 24 hours in December for tornadoes on record. Along with Kentucky, 8 other states were hit, including Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and Tennessee. Now, local volunteers from here are headed to help. Tarek Minder spoke with volunteers from the American Red Cross who are en route to these storm-ravaged areas.
We certainly did. The need for food is critical, as you can imagine, and our local American Red Cross is planning very large relief efforts in the states of Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, and Arkansas. We spoke with a disaster-trained volunteer today who's being deployed for 2 weeks to Tennessee to help the people there, many of those people who don't have roofs over their heads.
For this time of the year, for people to be disrupted, more than disrupted, but lifestyle changes is really difficult.
American Red Cross volunteer John Gilman is flying out this evening to the hardest hit areas of Tennessee, where he'll manage the kitchen, preparing thousands and thousands of hot meals for tornado survivors.
My typical kitchen is 15 to 20,000 meals a day. The hurricane that hit Galveston, I had a kitchen and we did 60,000 hot meals a day out of a parking lot.
Gilman is on what will be his 38th disaster deployment. Within 2 hours of arriving, he hopes to oversee the distribution of 5,000 meals.
I will be feeding the residents, first responders, law enforcement, contractors, anyone in the area, because there's no food, obviously. And depending on the size of the issue, I can't tell yet till I get there. There may be more than one kitchen, and I'll be responsible for those kitchens. And I'll decide where the routes go, where we're going to feed.
The deadly long-track tornado that devastated numerous communities was on the ground continuously for at least 200 miles. The governor of Kentucky getting emotional while announcing the victims' ages.
The age range is 5 months to 86 years, and 6 are younger than 18.
In the face of catastrophic damage, federal officials are offering whatever help is needed, and so are our first responders, like Gilman.
I've had people just tear up when we pull up, and we start a route in a neighborhood, and we'll be there every day. So my herb drivers, this is an herb, become attached to those people, and it's difficult to disengage when their time is up and they rotate out.
The destruction is so catastrophic, officials still don't have a handle on the exact death toll, the exact number of homes destroyed, all of those people without power. Strangers all across the nation are stepping in already, donating more than $4 million to organizations that are providing relief. Mary?